Good evening, and yes, we're back. The Kids Voice Box are back in action on a Friday night. Obviously, we've got me, Dan,
Jaden,
and Oliver.
So the three of us here today. We've got apologies from Ben, who's not here today, but as per usual, someone else is not here. Let's begin like we always do with a red card to Wayne.
Yeah, Wayne boy. Oh yeah, you got that, don't you?
Yeah. Over the half term, we've had, well, not half term, is it? Summer. We've had lots of things to do, but just in case you've forgot, we're going to remind you of a little motto we've got at DXTL.
Don't be a bully, be a friend, don't be a racist, that won't mend, don't be abusive or aggressive, to show respect is more impressive.
There you go.
Love that song.
Respect. No.
It's on his playlist.
Football, is it?
Plays every night. Gotta go to bed.
Goes to sleep for playing.
Words
White
to live
noise.
by.
Yeah. Well, is there anything interesting that's happened over the holidays, lads?
I've been doing my GCSEs now. Started.
You were year 11?
No, 10.
Year 10, yeah, we just started, haven't we?
Started.
We're all year 10, aren't we?
What options did you pick?
Sports studies, creative art media, history and Spanish.
See, I don't have two of them. What did you say? What's created?
Creative art media?
What's that?
Like Photoshop.
Oh yeah.
Oh, computer science.
Yes, but a bit different.
Okay.
Because we also offer computer science, but...
Yeah. Well, my school's born, I only get two options.
Wait.
So I've done geography, which doesn't count as an option. That doesn't count
you
as an
have
option.
a history or geography.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then drama and computer science.
Not bad.
Well, I've picked geography, triple science, can't say anything please. Construction and business studies.
Yeah. So
I wish I had more.
with what I have to do,
yeah. And I dropped Spanish, so I'm doing RE.
what I have to do in my school, I've been put on this route. So I've got to pick a language, which is Spanish, pick humanities, history, geography as well, so it's history, and then two options.
Do you do...
Saying
what
that,
language?
3 days and I've had enough already.
What language do you do?
French or Spanish.
Oh, we just do Spanish.
We just get humanities, the
What's humanities?
geography, history,
Oh, okay, good. Yeah.
and then we get to pick 3 options, but we have to do English, maths, science.
Yeah, everyone's got
And
to do
RE.
English.
Oh, you have
Yeah.
to do RE?
Yeah,
Oh.
once every week.
Yeah, we have to do we still have to do sports and
We have core PE as well, so
Yeah.
we have that.
with sports studies I have 3 theory lessons and 2 practical every 2 weeks. And I also have 2 core PEs, so we just basically get
core
to pick.
PEs.
Yeah, so you have to do.
Oh.
So say I didn't pick sports studies or GCSE PE, I'd still have 2
That's the
PE
same with
lessons.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I
You've
don't
got to
pick
have like a minimum of 2 hours of exercise a fortnight, or well, once a week or something.
Yeah, and what's
Stay
it called?
fresh.
We have to do math, English, science, all that.
Well, maths, English, science is core subjects, so you
Yeah.
have to do them.
We have to do Spanish, but I got over it because I'm special.
Beg your teachers.
No, I've got speaking and hearing problems, so
Yeah.
well I don't. But it says on my medical record that I have a hearing problem, so it counts.
If
But
it's
I
on your
actually
medical
do have
record, it's on
speaking
your record.
What?
What?
If it's on your record, it's on your record, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can't go against it.
And we have to do PE every week, and we have to do PD.
Oh, I'm actually glad I don't have to do PD anymore. I do it on a Friday
What's
and
that?
fall.
PD's
Yeah.
boss.
Personal
Uh-huh.
development.
Yeah.
Oh, PSHE.
Something
Yeah,
like
that.
yeah, yours is yeah.
Yeah.
I
like PD.
don't like doing it. You just go off on random topics. So say one week I've got mental health. Next week I've got learn to look after yourself. They don't even combine with each other. Even if they drift in, that'd be fine. But they don't. They just skip from one place to another.
Yeah,
That's
but
what I don't like. Then you
our
have learning
teachers.
parts of the brain, and then money and how to lose money from jobs, back to back.
Our teachers don't really do it, so we
You
just
sit and mess.
we sit anywhere, just do anything. Boss.
Fair enough.
Well, any sports news? Everton being on.
Imagine.
We've got a point. I'll take it.
How's that stadium coming on?
Getting really good.
Is it?
I saw it a couple of days ago. I went to town
I've
on
seen
the
it.
train.
Really
I've seen
good.
like last month.
Yeah.
It is.
It's getting on fast. It should be ready by the end of the season, ready for the next season. But obviously, I think they took a couple of days off, obviously, from Michael Jones, who sadly passed away. Which
Oh,
his
he's
few,
the one that fell or something, wasn't he? He fell?
got killed from the,
Oh,
on
yeah.
site. Yeah. It was his funeral today also actually, and Seamus Coleman.
I've got a sneaky feeling. I was at a funeral today,
Yeah.
and when I was coming out from the crematorium,
Yeah.
there was literally hundreds lining the street. He must have been,
Seamus Coleman.
because there was lads with Everton tops on as well. and that
Yeah.
You've just, yeah.
Michael-
Did Seamus Coleman go to?
Michael Jones's funeral, yeah.
Oh, nice that.
So I feel like they probably would have collided a little bit with all
Yeah.
Coleman trying to get everyone to get his attention.
hmm
It's not the right day to do it, is it?
No, definitely not. Definitely
Never
not.
the right day.
I saw when I was coming back from my nan's, I was on the bus and I saw a massive poster of him
Yeah.
with his like.
Well, they did it
face.
at Anfield and Goodison. 26 minutes they started the clap.
I can't remember where. Was he 26?
He was 26.
It's nice though.
You work at that quite a young age. You're working on such a big project, building a new multi-use football stadium.
That's what I also love about Liverpool, because
It's
when Ronaldo's
two
son
clubs
died,
but one city.
yeah, when Ronaldo's son died, they all clapped for him.
Yeah.
Even when he came on, when he went off or something.
Like
With
Everton
that
still
Michael
do the hills
Jones.
around everything.
Yeah.
Or with any like Ava White, both clubs did it.
Who's Eva White?
Girl who got killed last year.
I don't think we should be on this topic.
Yeah.
You know.
You're probably right, yeah.
Yeah.
You're probably right, yeah.
Should we move back to football
Yeah.
and sports and refereeing like we're supposed to do?
You're the referee now, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
Give him a congratulations, by the way, boys. You know, well done for passing, Dan.
Yeah. Qualified last Sunday and first 3 fixtures on this Sunday. 9 o'clock, 10 to 10 and 20 to 11. So I'm going to be packed and busy. Under 8s, so 7, 7 and 7, so it's 5 aside.
So it should just be 5, shouldn't it?
Hopefully.
2 subs.
Is that what they do? 2 subs?
We'll have 7 players, might have 8 players.
7 or 8 players.
Yeah, yeah.
And then 2 subs, there's a rotation so they can come on and off, isn't it?
Yeah, you'll find the managers will give equal time to all the kids,
Yeah.
so they'll shout ref, give you the little shout, and they'll put the kids on their time and you don't have to. Some might say, how long left, ref? So you've got to be aware of your time.
Yeah, no, I'm going out tomorrow to buy all my equipment. All I need now is a watch, a stopwatch, not obviously
Yeah.
12-band clock. I need a digital stopwatch on my wrist, and then my full black top, which I'm going to get from Decathlon or something. And then, as they said, you don't need up-to-date equipment at the moment, but as soon as obviously you're making money from your games, you can build up and get
How much you getting for it?
£20 a game.
Oh, nice. And you do like 3 games a day, don't you?
Yeah.
So
These are different. There's some that'll pay you
More.
24 a game, but this is what we want to try and do. We think, to give you an incentive, Dan, when you do the small side of football, this is what we're trying to do. This is what we want to
Like your
recommend.
grassroots.
Yeah, that you'll start off, as you're doing, on £20 a game. But as you go up, maybe you should
As you get more.
as you go up into levels or come down in the referee levels, because you should be a level 7.
When I'm 6, I'm a Y1 at the moment
Yeah.
because I'm only 14.
Uh-huh.
When I turn 15, I'll be classed as a Y2. But actually, I'm still actually a trainee referee
Yeah, that's
because I'm going to
right.
get 5 games in, but 60% of that's going to be done this weekend.
Brilliant, yeah, and the confidence sounds good, doesn't it?
And then, so I'm
do you do
a trainee, and then I
week
go
games?
to no, just
Okay.
Sundays at the moment, and then
You'll get calls for friendlies,
yeah,
and you can go out and do them on midweek.
maybe
You'll find
if
a
I'm
lot.
not busy.
Yeah, if you're not busy, yeah, and it's close to you, go out and do them.
Why
I know
not?
I'm asking you a lot of questions. But you know when like,
It's alright.
you know when
See if I can get them all right.
I'm like
Mal,
interviewing him now. You know when
That's what?
Yeah.
you know when like you go into like it's a friendly. How do they like call you? You just like
Well, they might have contacts, so say they're both in the same leagues,
yeah.
or they might just know teams. They might recommend someone. They might go to my RDO, my referee development officer. Say,
Yeah.
is there any referees in this area? They'll give them my contact details, and they will contact me.
Mm.
And I'd say, hi, yeah, I'm available for this date. I'm available
Or
for this
they
date.
should contact your dad.
Or my
because
dad. Yeah,
you're a
my
minor.
dad would be.
Yeah, he'll be
Obviously, within
spokesman for you.
emails.
Because that's safeguard, and that's what's happened. Because he's under 18, then he'll have to go
I
through.
mean, I emailed someone tagging the other day from the Belvale League, and obviously he said, he said, give me a ring, give me some of your details, and I'll get your sources. He said, do you want me to put my dad's details in there because I'm under 18? He said, yeah, please do. But obviously, my dad was at work, so he had my mum listening on the phone call with me. And I'm going through with them now.
Great.
Getting all the games in.
Any more questions for our referee?
Go on, interview me.
Finish, just want to know that.
It's good. They'll pay for the holiday, pay for your clothes.
Pay for my new Apple Watch, they'll upgrade me equipment.
There you go, come Christmas, you'll have a few bob.
I know, be paying my parents'
What
presents.
about you two lads? Have
Yeah,
you been thinking
business.
of, you know, that Dan's passed his test now, he's done it.
Yeah.
And you could ask him what it was like, what he had to do.
Go on.
How was it? Was it tricky? Was it
Well,
pressurous?
a little bit. So we had the Friday night, so a week ago today on the Friday night, we went in around 5, I had to go in at 5 o'clock because I'm under 18 for an under 18 meeting where we received our yellow armbands to prove that. And then we had, so 4 hours out of there, but then the main session was 6 till 9 for all the older referees. We did an online quiz of all the rules out of 20, and Senwa won.
Senwa?
It's me who won. I won the quiz, so I won like a little LCFA, like an equipment bag.
You got 20 out of 20 or?
Well, 17. I got 18 out of 20. It
You're not that good.
it said 17, but
You're
the
not
first question we all
level,
got right. Oh yeah, I am.
Love it. What did you get off TXTL?
So
This evening.
I've got, where did you put the shirt? So Miles gave me, still got my goalkeeping instincts with me.
Brilliant.
So I've got the shirt on the back with, don't be a bully, be a friend, don't be a racist, that woman, don't be abusive or aggressive, to show respect is more impressive.
Love
So
it.
I've got that on my shirt with all my respect, don't cross the line, and then I've got
a referee your own game.
can't, not allowed.
It's a joke.
I'll be playing, mate, I'll be saving all the shots instead.
Yeah. That's a foul for you. It's having at the same time. I'm blowing your whistle.
A bloody whistle, that's a foul. They're still on the attack, they don't care, I'm in there, poor for worldie. Right, we're going back to that foul now because it's a foul. Now, you can't ref your own team, but it's still good what you can get. You get contact with all the leagues, you get loads of games. As I say, I've got 3 this weekend and 14 who only qualified last week.
And what I'll do before you go, remind me, I'll give you some of our magic cards now, where managers now report, well, mark a referee for their performance.
Yeah.
But you're reversing that now.
I
You are
know.
actually, with our cards, marking
Managers.
the managers,
The coaches,
teams,
the players.
coaches.
The
It's
parents?
down to you, and the parents is spot on. You can mark them, and you've got dead simple cards, and you can let the managers know that, you know, this is for us, this was don't cross the line.
Well, with the Merseyside Hellwood League, I don't know what I'll have to do, and I'll obviously speak to you more about it after
Yeah,
the show.
yeah.
At the end of the game, managers have a handbook,
Mhm.
and I have to fill details in the back, I believe.
I wouldn't know on that one. Some leagues are different and they have their own.
I will check, obviously, I've got an email from it, from
Okay.
the referee appointment.
Development.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the referee development for the Merseyside Hellwood League. And I play my game, obviously I'll do my job and then I'll have my next game. See how it goes.
And I'm
Report in.
sure the way you told us about that, the confidence sounds absolutely brilliant.
All I'm nervous
Obviously-
about is performing it. I can do all the talking, I can do all the
How long is
talking.
it? Like,
20 minutes and a half.
So you're good at the academics,
course.
you're not good at the practical.
Pardon?
So you're good at the academics, you're not good at the practical.
You're
Don't
just
know.
getting about every single point, aren't you?
Yeah.
Have you seen me do the practical?
No?
Good, because you're right. Nah, it's first game, it's going to be a little bit of nerves. We go through, make
I
a
like
mistake,
fair
it's my
game.
decision that counts anyway. If I reflect on it at the end of the game, like you say, managers report it back to me. They can tell me where I've went wrong and how to improve, and I'll take that advice in, work on that, and progress through.
Mhm.
That's what I've got to do.
By that third game, you'd be Mike Dean level.
I was going to say, my Dean.
You'll know after your first 10 games whether you want to go further.
Yeah.
And when you count your money in your pocket, you'll say you want to go further.
Right, I'm going.
That's what it is.
Well,
Because they all
that
say,
will be-
to a referee,
200
think
quid.
about the money.
Yeah.
When
we
you,
did take
when
it
you get the 200 quid in your pocket,
I know,
then
yeah.
you know what you're
Well,
doing.
my sister's going to be a bit mad at me.
What?
She's 16, she's got a job, and I'll be
Make
coming
more than it.
I make the same money in 40 minutes than she makes in a weekend.
Yeah.
In an 8-hour shift, I make that in 40 minutes.
Why is she like Mackie's work or something?
TJ Hughes.
Oh God, even worse.
I know you're Mackie's.
And the good thing about
money.
it, though, Dan, you've got a little bit of an advantage on most referees, aren't you?
Yeah.
Because you're part of Don't Cross the Line. Yeah.
Been here for 3-4 years.
There you go.
2020.
Since lockdown, so...
Since
2023,
lockdown.
November 2020.
Yeah.
Nearly coming up to 3 years we've been here.
So you're part of that now.
2.25 in the studio.
And a quick email to us and things like that at Teams.
Yeah, quick text
Go off
text
you.
message,
We
email,
know. Yeah, we know.
anywhere.
And we'll help you out as well there. So.
Yeah.
And the teams won't like that.
Teams won't like me. I'll be going Mike Dean on them. They say one thing to me.
Always remember though with the referee, respect goes both ways.
Yeah.
Okay? And that's the way you look at
They
it.
show you respect, you give it back.
You do.
That's what school says, but the teachers just, you know...
Yes.
Back
Well,
in the face of the
Referee, they've always got to give respect.
Yeah.
Even if it's
obviously.
not given back to them.
Yeah.
That's the manager's fault. That's the manager's, the players, the
All you got
parents.
to do is be the bigger person, really,
Yeah.
do you reckon?
Be the bigger, be the better, be the
And the referee is
bigger,
impartial.
be the better person in general.
Yeah.
Mm.
You're impartial right the way through.
Yeah.
And that's the way you go. Okay, well,
A couple of minutes left.
I've you lads will probably be glad to know that what we're looking at here in kids football, that you all know. I had a massive meeting there today, this morning, with a local MP who's backing me up, who's on board with us and other MPs, and this is going to go further probably. We've got more support because what we're after now is making grassroots football affordable and a bit cheaper for the kids and the parents. We're all suffering.
With all like subs and
Is it
obviously
money?
your equipment.
Yeah.
You've got to pay subs
Yeah.
for your team.
Obviously.
And that goes to
Oh.
being able to play on like the AstroTurfs of 4Gs.
I've
So
seen
we're,
meant,
we're
like, to
supporting the
actually go
teams and the
play.
managers out who are trying, because if you haven't got a sponsor, it's hard.
Yeah.
So if you three were starting the
Well,
team today,
I believe my sponsor is my manager's work company, which
you're lucky, but take that sponsor away, where would your manager get the money? He's got to ask the parents who are struggling, and kids who are like, oh my God, where's
I
this
want to
money
play. I
coming
want to
from?
play.
So what we're trying to do now is make it affordable, cheaper, and help them out. So you lads will be part of that as well, because when the media get involved in it, which they will,
Yep.
you understand, you're going to be right in the middle of things now, you're going to understand, you can ask the questions there, how you find it to managers when they get to know you, how you find it, you're struggling with the team, because we expect teams to fold by the end of the season.
Yeah, and I believe
My team folded.
yeah,
Has it?
Yeah.
My-
My old
My
team.
friend's team holders.
yeah. My
Already?
league this season has been very confusing. Last season
That's what
we
you
had,
do, like, but
I
Well,
believe we
still
had
folded.
It is, yeah.
7 divisions last season with a Premier, so 8 divisions in total.
Yeah.
I think we're cut down to 5 now.
Right.
So Premier, Division 1, Division 2, Division 3, 4 and 5
When are
and
you
6. And I think we've stayed the same, but last week on my FA Matchday account for my club, it said there was 21 teams in my league. We're not going to be able to play 20 games home and away, 40 games a season.
No.
And it said Division 5/4. So like because of how many teams have folded, the leagues combined and they split themselves up. And then now I checked again the other night and we said we're Division 5. When last season we were in Division 4 and stayed up.
Right.
So I think we
yeah.
might have been dropped down because of how many teams have folded.
Okay, yeah,
because
yeah,
how
yeah.
close we were to the bottom. I think we escaped relegation because the other team who we were dependent on lost
Yeah.
their games. I think they were 1 point behind us but had a better goal difference.
So yeah.
So we needed them to lose. If they got a draw, we were down, no matter what.
Okay.
But it's football, isn't it?
It's
like
football,
the end
yeah.
of the Premier League season, Everton needed to win to stay. We were drawing, and Leicester won, because as they did, Everton would have gone down. It's all dependent, and that's how big and competitive kids and teenagers might be.
Yeah.
And you don't want to see them fold,
No, you don't.
because you said they might have just got promoted.
Yeah. Well, look, we've got. It's been great. Obviously, the first time back, it's flown.
Yeah.
We've done great. Obviously, I'm going to get you involved in this campaign now because we want to make grassroots football cheaper. Yourselves, you might still want to play it. You know, friends who are playing it who can't afford it, and this is what we want to do. We're really going to get stuck in to the mental health side of things.
Yes.
You'll be helping
That's
there with
really
kids and all that. And I'm going to bombard you because there's a strong possibility that we'll be tackling Liverpool and Everton. Right? So microphones will be going there. What can you do to help us? And the young commentators will go out. And this is what we're going to be doing.
Like ambassadors
Yeah.
for the club.
As ambassadors,
Like
this
we
is
had
the
at
new.
the tournament last week. Who was it? Graham.
Right, and the reason I didn't get in touch with you, it was absolutely heaving. I wouldn't have had a chance to give you the microphones. Now, next time we plan it, it'll be out because
We get there early, get the microphone set up.
we had something like 5,000 people over the 3 days.
Wow.
We've done it as the
In that
respect
tournament that you
in
did.
the tournament.
Is that as in players and
Yeah,
parents?
80 teams we had nearly.
Wow.
80.
And they brought teams from Manchester, we had Wales, they all turned up.
Wales, wow.
Wales all turned up, and every single one of those teams, players, coaches, were all on the ball.
I believe Wayne's team,
Won,
they won, didn't
and
they?
our team won the Heart of Gold trophy. So,
Of course.
of course, the lads are in there.
Stupid, were you?
But
he never
out of-
turns up here because he's too busy playing with his football
Out of-
team who win.
quite a few games, Dan, you'll love this. There was 7 bookings, just pettiness that the referees had to give, but
Because
not one
send them off.
of anyone shouting at the referee. Teams came over.
Like
I'm still
fouls.
getting emails now of teams thanking us for how well it was run, how it was organised. They loved it. They
That-
want to come back.
That was nearly 2 weeks ago now.
It was. So we're doing a massive tournament next season, and that's when
If I'm not there, I'll be there. And
You'll
I'm
have-
coming on as an official.
you'll have your own tent. You'll be going out. You will have
Mix
everything.
and
there.
match. I'll be on the pitch reffing and I'll be
Honestly,
doing the
you'll be-
interviews.
honestly, this will be massive. And we've got the backing now of Dan Carden, which is the MP, our local MP, who's in turn going to get other MPs on board. So this is going to be massive this year for us.
Brilliant.
And as again we'll say, this is the campaign, take it home, ask your mates who are in teams, how much they're paying, how much their teams are paying. Is it too much? What can we do to benefit? What can we do better? We could try and make it free. This is our campaign. If we could make it free and get these big clubs to pay the money for kids football, affiliation fees, then we're going to crack it. So that is our goal now. So I'm bringing you lads in. We're going to have a big team for it. Managers are coming on board already. People are asking us, thanking us and saying, yeah, we need to respect not just the referees, but the coaches as well, because your coach is a volunteer, doesn't get paid, who gets the team together,
Takes the time out of his
finances,
day to ref-
looks for the sponsor,
coach.
and all he gets is, you've got to do this, you've got to do that, can you do this, can you do that? They don't get the respect that
Most
they
of the
deserve.
time, it's a player's parent.
There you go.
Yeah.
My manager is my right winger's parent.
You see, and
It's tough.
it's hard, it really is
It's very
tough
tough
work.
because they've got to go work.
Well, we have to do the whole game system now. If you're not, don't know what that is,
Yes, I am. I'm on it.
it's the FA. You can all get a fan number,
Yeah.
I've got
and this is what it is.
both.
But a manager has to sit there, get in contact with every parent, get a photograph of every child that they've got,
Oh God,
put them up, upload them on the screen, upload all the details, date of birth, names, addresses. This manager has to do all that.
So long to
This
do.
isn't just about getting a kid team a game of football. This is a
Signing
lot
them
of admin.
officially to the league.
Yeah.
The photo, got the photos, my photos.
And then they've got to
Horrendous.
go and find the money to pay the affiliation fees, to pay the insurance, to pay the team fees, you name it, they've got to get it. And if they haven't got a sponsor, they've got to find a football kit. So our job now, our goal is going to be to try and make it a lot easier for all the little kids coming in, all the parents, because mums and dads now all over the country are struggling, cost of living, and when people ask them for a lot of money to go and play in a football team, and I'm finding that out myself, just by running 2 teams and listening to parents. It's not right. And we're only 2 teams. What about these teams all over? Teams who are struggling, like you two said, teams are folding. It's just because the manager is under a lot of pressure as well. Trying to keep your kids together.
Managers
Trying to keep,
leave,
Yeah.
teams fold.
yeah. So we'll have a great team. That's our goal. That's what our new one is. We'll come up with something about it, and I'll
Throughout the
keep you
season.
informed
Yeah.
of exactly what we're going to do, what the challenge is, what you can do in schools. Ask your mates in schools, get all the information, write it down, and then get the manager's contacts and we'll contact them or tell them to get in touch with us here, mal@don'textheline.com or info.co.uk, we'll have that, and then it'll address it to you, and you'll have your own emails, feedback on that one, and you just say there's a team here really struggling, they need help, That's what we want to do.
That's when we help
So
out.
you're on board, yeah?
Yeah.
So lads, it's been great having you back. And I think
long 6 weeks.
a long 6 weeks.
7.
So next week we'll see what we can compile, because we'll have a busy week, and I'll tell you what the MPs have said. This could go into Parliament, which it will, according to the MP. This is what's going to be brought up. We'll all be able to debate it. We've got the support, as Don't Cross the Line does. We want to make a difference in grassroots football. You lads can do it. Referee on board, could be another 2 referees on board. But you're involved in grassroots football, your mates are. Let's get all the answers and bring them back, and let's see what we can do.
I'm not.
There you go, finish the show, Dan.
Alright, so thank you, Mal, thank you, boys. So, as we come off from an amazingly long 6 weeks off, we're back with a show, and we hopefully will be back next week with an even better one. So, it's good night from me, Dan.
Jaden, sorry.
And Oliver.
And myself, have a great evening. We'll see you tomorrow at 7.
Good night,
night.
God bless.